you broke your phone or your phone broke on you, right? Well, wait, I tell you all about this. So this is interesting. I don't buy warranties anymore from Straight Talk or Walmart because they don't honor them. And I don't care what it is, how it broke, when it broke, if it's under their policy, not under their policy, they're going to find a way not to fix it. Um, and that's even if you have a screen glass, like I use all real glass screens, and this is a Gorilla Glass even, but this one's cracked. Um, this is a great cover my daughter bought me a couple years ago. I love it. Um, but that's a Samsung phone, and the problem with it is that it's stuck on the Samsung logo, um, and it just won't quit. And it was doing it several times. I looked on YouTube to try to troubleshoot it and started holding, two buttons until the logo came up and let it go. And I got it to, start completely back up a few times. And one of the times I did, I deleted extra apps because I thought, well, maybe it's just got too much stuff going on. So I'm just going to take some apps off. Um, I still had room on the phone and room on my SD card. Um, but I thought, well, I just get this other stuff out because maybe it's screwballing the phone up. I deleted 5 or 6 apps. The next time I got it to come back up because it got stuck again, I took about 7 more apps off. Um, and then it worked all one night and in the morning, and then all of a sudden it restarted itself again. Or it would just keep restarting, and then it just was stuck on the logo. It just wouldn't do anything. Um, and so I let it decharge complete, recharged it, um, and it was just a mess. And I thought, man, this is like really a royal bummer because all my info's on there. Um, stuff that's not saved on the chip. So anyway, I thought, man, I really need to see if I can get the phone fixed because at least it's coming on. I had bought 3 of the LG Stylo, I think it was fours, um, or threes, the 3 or 4, and it was like the first big giant phone and all that. Bought one for me, one for my daughter, and then we ended up buying another one, and it exceeded the Walmart return warranty, which was like 30 days or something. It broke like on the 35th day, and all 3 of them did that. They just went completely and absolutely dead. And I'm like, man, it's almost $1,000 phones, and they're garbage, and nobody will take them back. And they were straight talk phones. Uh, and it's just ridiculous. So it's a shame because the old phones, when they first come out with the cell phone technology, and they were radio phones before they went to cellular and all that stuff, and digital. Uh, those phones would last forever. Remember the Nokias and the T-Mobile phones and the Virgin mobile phones and all that kind of stuff. The first track phones, they were just like last forever. And then we went to these really cool glass face phones that go crazy, and they just don't seem to last long. I don't care if you spend $1,000 on the phone, or $50 for the phone. They just don't last long. We're talking 1 or 2 years. And if you're a YouTuber like me, you've got to have a really good phone uh, that has a lot of battery power and doesn't like torch itself, over long use. If you're doing internet sales and you're doing photography, you hope to have a pretty good camera. I've always wanted for the last couple years a 10 plus, a Note 10 Plus by Samsung because of the picture and the video capabilities with it and the storage capabilities. Ideal for YouTube and for listing stuff online. But it's always been like over $1,000. I think it's just now a little lower because it came out with the 20 and all that. So I think it's like 700 now. Still a lot of money if it's not going to last a year. Okay. This phone right here is an A50. It's about 2 years old. That is originally over $500 phone. I got it free from Straight Talk for my points, and a whole bunch of other phones that I got from them, um, free. And then all my points just like disappeared. And I had tons of them I had never used since like '02. But anyway, I was like, man, if I could find somebody to fix them. The biggest problem is if you're not signed up with a service on a yearly contract, which you eat dirt on that. But there's no deals where they say you get the free phone upgrade and all that. You're paying for that in your contract. Trust me. You are paying dearly for that. It's better for you to buy your phone outright and be done with it. So here's the thing. Um, I was looking on the internet for solutions on how to fix the phone because I could get it to power up, which all the other ones would just go stone cold dead. This is not a removable battery per se. You have to take the phone entirely apart to remove it, and sometimes you can unplug that battery and plug it back in, and it will help the phone. But you really need the tools and all that. And I've been that route before, and it's not fun. Stuff breaks, you don't know what you're doing. It really needs to go to a pro. I can do a lot of things in life, but something I just don't like to do unless I know more about it, and then I know from experience. But anyway, so if you have a contract deal, usually they'll handle all that and they ship it off, and you have no phone, and you're kind of screwed, and it's just a pain in the butt. These companies will sell you a warranty, give you a warranty. Like, I bought a Straight Talk one. It was supposed to be so good. I bought it twice, and they've never paid on it. I swear. I bought the Walmart one once or twice, and they never paid on it for stuff that they said that they do, that they do. You know, I mean, it's terrible to try to return a phone to Walmart, even if it's under the warranty. That which is now 15-day warranty. So don't believe what they say. You're just going to end up throwing the thing in the trash, basically buying another phone again. And it's really a bummer when you don't expect to have those kind of costs. I've got a El Cheapo phone right now temporarily. But I will tell you, I found out something really interesting because one of the times I searched on the internet, I came across this company says it said, it was a solution to how to fix the phone. I clicked on it, it took me to his website, and I'm like, oh man. And it says Ashurion, and it's telling you all these great promises, how they'll, check your phone out and all this stuff. I'm like, yeah, sure. And it's like, make an appointment today, find a place near you. And we have shops everywhere. And I'm like, yeah, they're just contracting stuff out. Uh, you know, like this is going to be some more Mickey Mouse junk. So the next day I went on and I searched phone repair near me. And I know a guy out at the base, the Air Force Base at Eglin, called Sarge's, which is highly recommended. I've talked to several people that have gone to him. I did talk to him one time on the phone several years back about repairing a phone, and it was going to be basically more than what I paid for the phone. And I was like, forget it, I'll just buy another one. And so, they do have to make their money, you know. So it showed me a place local, and it said you could make an appointment starting like at 11 a.m. On the computer, and there it is. And you don't have to put a credit card in or any kind of stuff like that. And I'm like, I want to talk to somebody like now. And it was like 8 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, what? So I call the number, leave a message. Didn't get a call back. I looked to see what the location was locally, and it says, you break, I fix. And I'm like, okay, so this is a Persian dude. And this is going to be like really expensive and a total scam. Um, so they had a couple locations near where I'm at. They had one in Fort Walton. And I said, well, Um, I knew kind of basically where it was at. It's across the street from the Baskin Robbins and the Taco Bell on Eglin Parkway. Um, and I thought, I know where that is. It's that little strip mall across the street, which it was. There's a pizza place there. There's uh, a pyramid scheme vitamin place next door. Um, there's, I think, like a nail salon there or something. There's just a few little businesses, nothing major. And this place. And so I called and they answered the phone. And I said, and I talked to the technician that answered the phone. And I said, who do I talk to explain what's wrong with this phone? And is there anything that you might be able to do with it? And the guy was great. Like a 15-minute conversation, I wore him out. And he was really nice. I said, well, do I need to ask for your name when I get there? I'm thinking it's going to be like T-Mobile when you walk in. There's like 7 people there to wait on you. Um, and he said, well, you can if you want. And he gave me his name. He said, but, if you want to just come on in or make an appointment, it's up to you. I said, no, I'll just drive by there and see if you can wait on me. And he said, that'd be great. He said, we might be able to do something with it. We can do a check on it um, for free. I said, really? No money for free. So okay. So I thought, well, man, I better hustle on over there, right? Got my phone, and it was pretty dead. I started charging it on the way over there, um, because it just would stay on continually, and it just sucked the battery dry, and so I just stopped charging it. It had been down a couple days, and I just didn't want to totally torch it up. I wanted, if I could get a little something out of it, like the screen and the logo, then I didn't want to, tear it up any further because I might be able to, get the info out of the phone. And so anyway, got my stuff together, ran on over there, and took a little bit of cash from me. And parking was a little rough. There was people there, but not many spaces. But I got parked. Walked in this store, real nice girl, uh, right there. There was like 2 other people there. They were customers. It appeared, and she's standing there with a laptop at a table, and that's all you see. Some signs on the walls, and just this girl, and she's super nice, and a blonde, kind of heavy set girl, probably like 20 something years old, super nice, really sharp, knew her stuff beyond belief. I mean, totally beyond belief. This was just not some schmuck that talks some poop and just does a minimum wage job. This is a girl that knows her stuff and had told me later she had worked for the company for a while. Okay. Neat. Very impressive. Very impressive. So real short and sweet, not a bunch of bull crap. Real quick, waits on, and I was there for a little while, so I watched her wait on other customers, and it was just boom, boom, boom. Now, first of all, uh, they'll take your phone, no money. They'll, send it to the back to one of the fixer guys back there. Don't know how many they got back there. Maybe they got 15 of them. I don't know, but it goes to the back, and you just wait, and then it comes back in 2 hours or less. Usually around about 30 minutes. Most of them are done like that. Um, and uh, the fixer came out and talked to me, and he's like, um, I said, is it like funeral for Miranda? He said, well, what it's doing is it's stuck downloading something. And I'm like, what? And he said, yeah, it's just stuck. And he says, it may finish, it may not, it may just be stuck. I said, could you clean out the temporary partition on it? Because sometimes these phones can be recovered if only that partition's emptied. And you really need to know what you're doing to do it. I'm not telling you to go do this on your phone because you need to know what you're doing, or you clear their entire phone out and you won't get nothing out of it. So take it to a pro. And like I say, this is free. This is free. Take your broken phone to these people. I'm telling you. So the guy says, well, it may eventually load and all that. And I'm like, ugh. So, uh, they don't have the equipment to switch all the info to this other little cheapo phone. I have to go to like Best Buy and pay like $40 to have it moved because the phone is alive. So I can actually have it done. Um, because they have the equipment to switch from this phone. Okay, it's just a different kind of phone. So, um, and they don't make it anymore. But anyway, in only a couple years, you believe that? So anyway, that was pretty good news. And as I was waiting on the tech guy, now they didn't charge me 1 cent. Okay, not a penny. And as I was waiting on the tech guy, I watched this girl waiting on other customers. Girl came in. She was a tourist, young girl. She might have been 18, 19, 20. And she had a phone under her parents' name on a contract thing. And she's like, man, I just dropped my phone. And she said, well, okay, do you have any warranties on it or anything? She said, man, I don't know. My parents got it for me. And they said, well, there are some other warranties by the manufacturer. She goes, well, I don't know anything about that. She says, all I got to do is look it up. She said, first of all, we try to go through the company that you're through and see if there's any warranties that will cover, the screen on the phone. And she said, okay. So they contacted the company and they said, nope, we're not paying for it because she dropped it and there was like a scar on the back of it. And that was not a good thing. And so then the girl looks it up and she said, well, now the people that make your phone have a warranty on the phone. And otherwise you're going to pay $400 for the screen. And she says, and we can do it. We can do it here. It's $400. But let me look this up. And she's on the computer typing away, right in front of everybody. She looks it up and she says, Samsung or whatever the company was that made her phone. She said they have warranty on it still. So it'll cover your screen. And she's like, okay. Just come back in 2 hours or less. She says, okay. She leaves the phone. They take all her info, enter it in the computer, and make her sign a paper that says she authorizes them to fix it. Okay. She leaves. An older gentleman comes in. He's got a problem with his phone. He can't figure it out. It's stuck. It's messed up. They say, well, no problem, sir. We'll send it to the back. They send it to the back. Fixer ships it back up front in about 20 minutes. And this older gentleman gets his phone. They said, we've got it working for you now. Yeah. So that was really neat. So they didn't charge him a penny. Real cute little black girl came in with her friend. They very seriously looked like entertainers. And she was very nice. And she said, I broke my phone. Broken screen. And she says, the girl says, okay, where'd you get the phone? And, will we cover it? And she said, no, they won't. And she said, well, let me check for any factory warranties on it from the maker. She looked it up. She said, they're not going to pay for it. She says, they sent it to the back, came back. She said, it's going to be, and this girl waited about 15 minutes. She said, look, it's going to be like $230 for us to put a screen on it. She said, man, that's a deal. And she said, where do I sign? And the girl typed in all her information real fast. Boom, boom, like 5 minutes, if not less. Hands her big, long cash register receipt printout thing. And she says, go ahead and sign right here to authorize us to work on this phone. She signs it. And the girl says it'll be 2 hours or less. And she said, well, okay. And she left the phone. And this is on the time while I'm standing there, waiting on my phone, which took, a while. I mean, they were trying really hard. It didn't take 2 hours. It was about an hour. And because my phone was messed up. And so they had contacted the one girl, the young girl that was tourist that came in from out of town, and told her come get her phone. They had it ready. Came out beautiful. Didn't pay one penny for putting a new screen on the phone, and it came through the manufacturer. And that uh, cute little black girl looked like an entertainer that dropped her phone. Uh, all she had to pay was like $200 in tax. You know, it was like $230 in tax or something. She was happy as a clam because she didn't want to have to buy a new phone, and happily paid that. Got her phone back. They had called her and let her know, and that phone was ready in like an hour. Okay, an hour less. It was really quick. I mean, they just took care of the customers super fast. Not a lot of waiting. They look at your phone for free. They don't charge you a cent to tell you what's wrong with the phone at all. Okay. Amazing, amazing business. Because I remember somebody wanted to sell me a really, really nice phone way back, back in like '05. There was like $1,000 phone, but they were getting theirs free, off of their thing, the free upgrade and all that. And I'm like, man, I'd like to have that phone. And they said, well, I'll sell it to you, for this much money. But, it's got a broken screen. And so I went and called around and all that. And God, they wanted like $300 to put a screen on the thing. And so it'd be 300 plus what I'd pay her for that phone. And I was like, I just don't know that it's worth it, you know. Um, so, because I would only been saving like $200, you know, if I bought a new phone. So do check this out. If your phone is broken, call these people or go on the computer and look them up under Ashurian, or you break I fixed, local to your area. This one that I went to, I was so impressed with this one, is in Fort Walton Beach, Florida, 98 Eglin Parkway, number 6. Their number is 850-964-0064, and it's across the street from the Baskin Robbins and the Taco Bell at Uptown Station on Eglin Parkway, not far from the Little Brooks Bridge. This is the company here, Asturian. Apparently they also do another thing with like insurance where you can protect all your things in your house for less than $1 a day. So do check it out. Totally worth it. And you can tell them Red sent you if you want. I don't get any kickback off of it, and I don't sponsor this channel. But I'm going to tell you, if there's anything wrong with your phone at all, see these people. First of all, they started in 2009 in Orlando, Florida. It's 3 guys, okay? They have, get this, they have over 775 locations. United States, Canada, and in the Caribbean islands, okay? Pretty cool, huh? So see if there's one near you, because these are the people you want to go to. This is amazing. No charge to see what's wrong with your phone. That's really cool, because most of these places are like, okay, it's like $80 for just to look at it. No charge. No charge. Okay, and then they're also going to look up to see if there's any manufacturer warranties that are on your phone that you didn't even know about. And you might get paid for on that. I watched one get paid for like that. Yep. So, if you're traveling about, or on your way to work, or on a trip, and your phone gets broken by you on accident or just self-destructs, or the baby dropped it, whatever it is, take it to these people, please. I think you'll be real happy. I am. I'm really excited. As a matter of fact, I have like a box of phones that are screwed up that I paid good money for, and I'm going to take all of those down there and let them tell me what's wrong with each one and if they can get it started back up. So do check it out. It's worth it. You Break, I Fix by Ashurian. Do it. I promise you, it'll put a smile on your face and will save you a ton of money. Talk to you later. I love you. Hope you have a great one. Do something kind for a stranger. And I see you in the next one. Love you.